guys, welcome to the intermediate level contemporary online class. For this class today, instead of teaching a combo, I'm going to leave that to the live Zoom virtual classes. So in this class today, and to start with, I want you guys to do my warm-up to whatever song that you want, just like last time in this online class. But in this video today, we're going to focus on stuff that we can do in the center and stuff that we would usually do on mats. So I want you to get someplace where you've got carpet all around you and you've got space to move. So again, we're gonna do a couple of things in the center, and then I'm gonna give you a few things that you get to work on at home on carpet. Here we go. All right, so here's the center floor things that I want you guys to work on. First thing we're going to do is work on leg extensions in the center floor. So we've talked a lot about, where to grab your foot, straightening that leg, where your hip placement should be. So I want you guys to be practicing and being mindful about that. When you grab this foot, we grab it on the inside, yeah? When you straighten out your leg, be conscious of what this hip is doing. We don't want this to happen. It means you're not engaging anything. P.S. I'm on my driveway. If I fall, it's because I'm on my slant. Anyway, so grabbing the inside of your foot, lengthening out through your, this is my left butt cheek, yeah? Lifting nice and tall. Keep those hips nice and even. Our headlights need to stay nice and even. If they do this, then we're in a car wreck and that's terrible. So lifting the knee up, straightening the leg out. Make sure that your chest is nice and tall, engaging your core. Oh my gosh. From there, yes, this is my leg. You're going to rotate in the bottom foot, rotate it more than you even think is necessary, and then you're going to turn it into a tilt. So if you can, either use your phone and record yourself so you can see yourself do this, or get in front of a mirror if you have a full length mirror in your room, just to see how things are working out. So grabbing the foot, lifting the knee up, straightening the leg out, turning it into a tilt. Now, when you're here, be conscious that you're not crunching your upper body forward. We don't want you to be here. That's not quite a tilt because everything is very contracted inwards. We want it to look like it's easy peasy. If it looks like it's work, probably is. So lengthening throughout that hip flexor, stacking the hips on top of each other in your tilt so that it may result in a nice bow position. Working on that, moving on. I want you guys to continue to work on your Firebird jump. I'll go over that again just for a nice review. You plie feet together. One leg is going to shoot behind you and bend so you can see your foot if you look up. This bottom leg is going to brush out, nice pointed foot. If it's underneath yourself, it means that you might trip as you fall. Let's not today. So plie. When you jump, both legs move at the same time. Try not to make it a seesaw kind of motion. You want to get both legs up and at them right away. So arms will be here, lifting in your sternum. Engage in your shoulder blades as well. If we're engaging in our shoulder blades, that's going to take some of the weight off from our legs so we don't have to push as hard off the floor. Plie, big jump, like so. Plie, big jump. Woo. Okay, after this, I want you guys to work on your hover splits. So reviewing hover splits, we're only going to work on the center ones because I want you guys to hold it for a whole song. No lie. So I'm starting with my right foot touched beside me. You're going to plie this standing leg, lean away from this foot to slide it all the way out as far as you can, preferably until you're this low to the floor, and stay there for as long as possible before putting your hands down, going to your stomach, and closing your legs behind you. If you want a challenge, yeah, if we can get really low to the floor, we can hold it for a whole song, Miss Jaden, it's no problem. I give you a challenge. Do the same thing, but except instead of having your body straight up, go ahead and lean your upper body forward. So now instead of just your legs and everything being this close to the floor, your nose is also this close to the floor. Challenge accepted, Miss Student. Here we go. We're gonna do some stuff on the carpet now. Get ready. Alrighty, you guys, I hope that you guys found a space with some carpet where you can work on some of this stuff. I'm obviously outside, so I won't be doing every single thing that I'm showing you, but hopefully I can find some like how-to videos and attach them for you so you know what I'm talking about and you know what I'm looking for. First thing that I want you to practice is your cartwheel. It can be either side, I don't really care. Obviously, when you do a cartwheel, make sure that the order of things goes hand on the floor, then foot on the floor, then foot on the floor. I know that you know this, but what kind of teacher would I be if I didn't break it down? So, doing your cartwheel, I want you to work on it as slow as you possibly can, because from that cartwheel, I want you to work on your slow motion cartwheel that goes all the way to the floor. I'm going to demonstrate it 2 times because, again, I'm outside and not on carpet, but it's okay. So, slow motion cartwheel, hand, foot all the way over the toes to go to your knee and to your the side of your thigh and your butt, and then lengthening that leg all the way down. When you do this, it's important not to bend this first leg, right? So we plant hand. Don't bend this first leg and go knee first into the floor. We want to keep it nice and straight so the toes reach for the floor. I hope that makes sense. So reaching the toes to the floor, that way we can feel the floor, and then bend our knee accordingly. That way we're landing on toes and we're almost working all the way through our leg and not just landing on our knee first. So I'll show it one more time. Next thing we're going to work on is round-offs and reverse round-offs. So with round-offs, again, most of us have taken some gymnastic classes or had some kind of like cheer or gymnastics background. When we do round-offs, you don't need to have a running start and you don't need to end, springing like you're going to do a back handspring or something crazy. I really just want us to get into the rhythm of having this hand, feet meet at the center like in a handstand, and then landing on 2 feet. Not 1, 2, but 2 feet at the same time. Hand, feet meet together, land at the same time. Hand together, down. Because reverse round-offs are going to have the same exact pattern, but instead of your feet landing towards where you came from, we're going to be landing away. So, breaking it down a little bit slower. That first hand will always be a consistent rhythm. Your feet will go together. Instead of contracting in your abs and bringing your legs forward, you're going to allow a bit of length in the, if I'm doing my right cartwheel, I'm going to find length and a bit of an expansion in my right abdominals. Hand, feet together. Feel this nice stretch. So we're twisting in our hips. It's going to reach away from where we're going from. And then down. My right hand is going to come off of the floor and my left hand is going to stay on the floor. Obviously, if you're doing a left cartwheel, everything would be reversed. But you will land almost like in a bridge, but don't think you have to be arched and all of that fun stuff. I'm going to do it 2 times for you just so you can kind of break it through. Again. All right. Next up, I want you guys to work on your kick-ups. I'm going to attach a video that's a bit of a how-to, but essentially you're going to be laying down on your back. Make your weight go all on the upper part of your shoulders with your hands here. You're going to coil your legs in behind you, spring them up towards the ceiling, and make them land on the floor, pinching your bottom muscles so our hips lift and our triceps engage to push us up, so we can eventually land on our feet. I don't expect you to fully get it this time. It's just something to work on while you're at home, so when we come back, we can dive right into it. Have fun.